Y'all know what that music is, so y'all know what time it is. He is the dive instructor, and I am the splash specialist. I don't have to go into details because y'all already know what it is. So I'm just gonna say this. Y'all ain't got y'all gear ready. Y'all getting left out. We don't demonstrate. Bitch, we penetrate. We about to take y'all on an excursion deep into this stuff that we about to get into. Diving deep dialogues for y'all. Unlimited. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to the Rough to the Schwable Room crew. Beat Down Brown. Old Man Ali. Eddie P. And Old Man Painless, you dig? That's right. So without further ado, let's get into it. What we on today, buddy?
We. As the day unfolded, we kind of went over some other subject matter previously, and I believe we landed on another scammer episode.
Yeah, man. It's getting crazy out here, buddy. Real crazy. Scammers gon' scam. Scammers is gon' scam.
Oh, they're gonna do it.
It's a scammer born every minute.
Every second, every day.
Yeah. So who got caught scamming this time?
We got so many, man. Listen, right now the big hot topic is DJ Envy from the Breakfast Club.
DJ Envy.
And the sister from Basketball Wives.
Yeah.
Received a 4-year sentence?
Tragic. Well, I mean, hey, that's bad, but let's see what all unfolded. Shall we?
Shall we? We shall. Well, where we want to start, man, because we got some honorable mentions, some legendary con artists, and amazing Ponzi scheme runners.
Well, in the words of Queen Latifah, ooh, ladies first, ladies first.
Ooh. Well,
yeah, let's go.
Why don't we? Give me a second to pull her up. What was her name? Oh, British. Yeah. British. What is it? British Williams?
Yeah.
All right, let me go ahead and share this out. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, Brit.
Yeah, man.
So she got 4 years. Damn.
She is going to the bang bang. Man. Tragic.
All the way.
Tragic, y'all. Okay, so a St. Louis judge has sentenced British Sierra Williams, former cast member of the reality show Basketball Wives, to 4 years in prison. Williams was involved in several schemes, including tax fraud, bank fraud, insurance fraud, and pandemic-related scam. Ooh. Pandemic-related scam. My. Williams, 33, pled guilty to 15 felonies, which included misusing Social Security numbers, making false statements to the IRS, and wire fraud. Her deceptive actions continued even after federal agents first got in touch with her and indicted her, as the sentencing hearing made clear. I guess she figures she might as well keep it rolling because they were on to her, right?
I mean, it's a reason for everything, but it's also a reason to stop. That right there could have been the reason to stop. Just saying.
Just saying. The Assistant United States Attorney Diane Clark, I hope I'm saying that correctly, highlighted the seriousness of Williams' crimes, emphasizing the need for strict punishment. U.S. District Judge Henry Autry stated, "You knew what you were doing, you knew it was
That
wrong,
part.
and you did it anyway."
That part.
In addition to her prison term, Williams will be supervised released for 5 years and must pay $564,069 in restitution.
Mm.
What? I'm sorry. Okay, so I usually really wouldn't wish prison on anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But 15 felonies, 4 years and 5 years of supervised. Uh, what did they say? Let me get it correct. Supervised release. So like almost like probation. Oh, right.
Yeah. She's gonna have that monitor on her.
Had a monitor on it. Sorry. Um. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So Williams' fraudulent activity covered a wide range of underreported income on tax returns from 2017 to 2019, falsely claiming dependents to avoid paying taxes. She also used social security numbers that did not belong to her to open accounts for credit card companies and banks, causing financial losses to victims. I mean, furthermore, Williams opened bank accounts using these unauthorized social security numbers and committed bank fraud by depositing checks with other people's accounts without their knowledge. Some of their substantial losses. She admitted to submitting 9 applications for economic injury, disaster loans, intended to help struggling businesses during the pandemic. These applications contain false information about her business, income, and pay, as well as her criminal history. Williams used the funds she received from 2 of these applications, totaling $146,400 to support her personal lifestyle. Think about that.
Bruh. So this is basically just to support her lifestyle. So those basketball wives checks wasn't cutting it. Or in the same sense, were we being greedy?
I mean, she's about as greedy as what's the pretty sister that we used to be married to Tyrese? Uh,
Cause I mean, bruh. I mean, if you think about it, like all these shows basically are just launching pads for these stars to create their own brand. You know what I'm saying? And if done right, they can actually make money off of that or use that as a stepping stone to make money for their own brand. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I Googled like who she was with, and like the brother plays overseas. And I mean, that's cool. Get your paper, bro. I ain't mad at you at all. But I don't even think they're together anymore because they said that they separated for him cheating. And I mean, you're a basketball player, bro. And I'm not saying that it's all basketball players, but bruh, I mean, a lot of these shows, that's what they are anyway. And that's basically, in my opinion, that's just to get a storyline. You know what I'm saying? So I also feel that this is going to enhance the storyline. You know what I'm saying? But still, all of this, how many you said it's 15 felonies, bruh?
15 felonies.
God dog, 15 felonies. You
And
doing all this for a bunch of Louis bags and Gucci purses and Chanel shoes and vehicles. I really hope she had health insurance. I'm just saying.
dishonorable mention. Let me reemphasize that dishonorable mention. Brett Favre. Okay. Anyhow,
I mean, I'm just saying, bruh. Like, for your lifestyle,
man,
just so motherfuckers ain't gonna say you broke.
pretty much that part.
Does that matter? Side note.
Mm-hmm.
Side note. Side note.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
I mean, I wonder if she gonna be in the same jail as old swivel hips.
Who we talking about?
Sweetie pies.
Oh yeah. Oh. 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 Mm.
Oh shit.
Very good question.
But bro, like I mean, at the end of the day, was all this worth it? 4 years in the joint and then 5 years of supervision. You know what I'm saying? So like if she is back on the show, she's not gonna be able to go nowhere. Yo, I think I did. Like my girl used to watch this, or she's watched that show. And if I'm not mistaken, I remember an episode where like they went somewhere, and one of them was like, "Yo, I can't go because I got this case pending." I wonder if that was her. I mean, I didn't pay the show that much attention, but I remember they was all like out somewhere where you had to have a passport. And one of the girls was like, "Yo, I wish I was there, but I can't go." Or she was supposed to go, but her probation officer at the end was like, "Nah, you can't go. You know, it violate your probation."
Right.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, was it really worth it? And then at the end of the day, you know for a fact, all them chicks is gonna be talking cash shit about you because of what you was doing to try to hang with them, and they probably wasn't your friends anyway. Allegedly.
Yeah, man.
That's tragic. I wish her all the best though. I do. Cause I don't wish that upon nobody, man.
I don't wish it. I don't wish it upon her, but I mean, she damaged people's lives commercially, financially, in a time where a lot of the country's in crisis.
Yeah, very true.
So she could live high on the hog.
Yeah,
I don't think I don't think you could find a much worse person as a human being.
I mean, if you doing all this, you falsifying social security numbers, buying people's kids so you can claim them on your income taxes, so you don't gotta pay taxes.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah. and then creating businesses and all. Yeah, and yeah, I feel you. Tis wild, my brother. Tis wild.
Man, something just hit me, and I know we're talking about thievery and scam, but Samantha Lee, that was the name I couldn't think of. Love Samantha Lee is the podcast or the YouTube channel, but not giving a shout out, not also trying to draw heat or throw shade. But man, listen, $20,000 a month for a 5-year old, like Tyrese said,
Mm-hmm.
bruh, brings two old school songs to mind. What the girl can't help it, she can't help it. The other one was she's got to have it. What is it? What's happening, bro? Can you?
Man, you can add another old school song to that. I got the baby mama drama. Make you wanna go and scream and holler. Well, you got me up in court now, trying to get all of my dough. Yeah. Shout out to Dave Hollister.
Yes, Windy City Dave,
Hmm.
Chicago '85, the
Yeah,
legend.
buddy. Yeah,
But listen,
buddy.
man, I mean, bro, I don't even want to make it a gender thing, so I'm gonna just let it drop off. We said ladies first though, so I mean, you ask for 20 grand in child support, and then you say, "I'm open to reconciliation." All right, so moving right along.
Stupid.
DJ Envy, what's up with that?
Man.
What's
Whenever
up?
they, whenever they say DJ Envy, I think of that clip with him and DJ Samero. That shit was classic.
Whoo, bro, these people catching Fed cases, bro.
I mean, you playing with a bunch of people's money, and this is people that got money. They're gonna have the financial power to find a lawyer to come at you. It's a bunch of people.
Yeah, man. So I mean, let's get into it, man. Come, you were sharing some insight. I'm gonna let you go on this one.
All right, so basically, from what I had read, he was partnered with another person, and the other person was the main one who was doing all of these scams and schemes, the Ponzi schemes. And this person and his wife were on the hook for 20 charges. Now, in the 20 out of the 20 charges, DJ Envy is on the hook for 9 of those. Now, the person who is being his partner who's being charged, the dude Pena, he went on Instagram Live and was saying that DJ Envy has nothing to do with this. He said that he was nowhere around when any of this stuff has been done. Okay, cool. Said he's nothing to do with any of this.
Mm,
He had no recollection
mm,
of
mm.
any of this. Basically, DJ Envy was just basically a famous name to endorse what they were doing. Okay, so be it. But then in the dude's Instagram live, he had also stated that DJ Envy was also not a victim. Now, in that clip that is on this link, DJ Envy says otherwise. And apparently, per his lawyer, he's supposed to keep the whole lawyer client confidentiality. But considering that he is a famous DJ and radio personality, that all of this can create damage for his name and his brand. So I guess he felt that he had to clear his name on the airwaves.
Hmm.
And he was saying that, well, yeah, I am a victim because I gave this dude some money to flip one of these houses, and I too have not gotten my money back. Now, in said clip, his co-host, Charlemagne the God, says, bruh, if your attorney says you shouldn't say anything, maybe you should follow his instructions. But anyway, I believe that he also is suing somebody else that's involved with the whole thing. And no charges have really been filed against him. I believe he's on the hook for wire fraud.
Yeah.
But as far as everything else, I think he's so far good on. Now, his partner and his partner's wife, they're out on $1 million bond and could be facing 20 years for this. Yikes. And people were saying, well, dude, he didn't think this was something shady. Well, I believe that he had asked Joe Budden about this on one of his previous podcast episodes. And Joe Budden was like, dude, yeah, this is shady. And you're going to go to jail for this. So, I mean, I don't know, but that's all what I've come up with from reading what I found out. So, I mean, I don't know anything else. And this is wild too.
Yeah. Wow. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you know, when we talk about wire fraud, that isn't that like a RICO related charge?
I mean, shit, it could be. Depending on your complexion, allegedly.
He said, "Oh, you went there, my guy." Well, yeah, hey, RICO.
I'm just saying, bruh. They can slap that on whoever they want to slap it on, apparently, allegedly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. So, whew. What you think, man? I mean, how is this going to pan out? What's the likelihood?
I mean, if he is that far removed from it and they only got him on wire fraud, I mean, it could do some damage, but then it might not do much damage. I mean, but then again, they still got him on the hook for 9 of these 20. So that's still almost half. So, I mean, with that, we can only see. We can only wait and see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Indeed. Indeed. Man, I tell you.
I mean, the thing is, the people that are involved are saying that he wasn't involved in any of this. But I mean, they could just be saying that again. We don't know. So, I mean, hopefully there's like nothing that comes out later on where there's something recorded of him actually involved in this. But again, we can only wait and see what how everything else comes out.
True indeed. True indeed. I'm not a big fan of his, but like I said, I don't wish that long stretch on nobody that really didn't take a life or alter a life in a horrific, traumatic way. But I mean, I'm sure this did affect people and
Yeah,
their financial situations adversely. So
word.
it's got to be some restitution if there's some guilt on his part.
Yeah,
Hopefully, he would be honorable and the justice system would be lenient.
yeah. Some knowing guilt. I mean, if he really didn't know anything,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's facing 15 years. Sister committed 15 felonies and is going to do 4 with 5 on probation. Like, uh,
yeah.
oh man, this is interesting, man. This is very interesting. We have to go a little deeper one of these days. Maybe get into some history, without being too what's the word I'm looking for? Unentertaining, but we're here to also dig and dive more than dig. But
Speaking of entertaining and jail, I wonder if they ever come out with a celebrity love after lockup.
uh,
That would be entertaining, bro.
I mean, Remy Ma would definitely be a good co-star.
Well, I mean, she is probably like the one person who done like legit turned her shit around. You know what I'm saying? She flipped it and did some real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I can't even trip on that. Even with all that bullshit they got going on with her right now, I mean, I can't even
right.
flip on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. People go through changes, man. They change their minds. So I mean,
Or
like 1 minute you might be married for like 20 something years, and they just decide that y'all wasn't together for 6 years or some shit like that. But I mean,
segue.
yeah,
Shoot, might as well go ahead and go there, bro.
really.
Already talked ourselves into it. Fuck
Oh,
it.
I'm so bored with this story, but hey, you know, I guess we'll talk about it since most people are talking about it.
I
Uh,
mean, dude, why not?
I can give you a list of reasons why
Shit. I mean, bruh,
not.
bruh.
What aspect you wanna? What aspect you wanna tackle with
I
this?
mean, shit, dude. That TikTok video you sent me was that right there pretty much sealed the deal for me.
Oh,
It was
you
like, you
know
know
what?
what? Yeah, we could go there just on that video alone, son. Like for real.
Okay, okay. All right. I tell you what. Fair use and all of that. This is not our video. We do not own the rights to the music.
But shout out to whoever made that joint.
Man,
Because that
big
was
shout out.
fire. Because it was fire.
Big shout out. Sis went in. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and share this once I get this pulled up. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Well, this is mainly for you all's viewing enjoyment, but listen to the wording and it's very creative on the sister here. Tiffany Rodriguez, shout out Tiff Rodriguez, TikTok. This once again is not our video. We don't own the rights to the lyrics, music, the video, or anything like that. We're simply sharing this as, I guess you could say, a reaction, our version of a reaction video.
That part.
is in love with Tupac. But also, we also love us some Will, and we don't really like the way that you be making them feel. Chill. I mean, I'm offended, and I ain't even in it. You be talking this man business like this man ain't got no feelings. Like you don't care about his mental health or his healing. You value a man that died more than a man that's living. It's selfish and distasteful. It's like if you ain't break them down yet, you looking to find a way to. Losing respect for the things you do, but they would have canceled Will if he did it to you. It's like his feelings never sit with you. It's like his marriage wasn't nothing but an interview. It's like you living up to what men say are true, that some women ain't shit too.
She said what she said.
Man,
Mic drop.
I mean that part, the part when she said that he would have got canceled if he said it about you. That part right there. I mean, bruh.
How true that be? How true that be? There you have it, folks. Tiffany Rodriguez, shout out TikTok. Yeah.
Facts.
So, wow. I mean, so we know what she's talking about. I mean, we can count down. People go from the red table talks to the, the entanglement conversation on the red table talk, the recent statements. I mean, I'm baffled, but not. Like, okay, you don't know why he slapped Chris. Y'all weren't even together. How many years did she say that they were?
She said it was 7 that they've been separated.
7 separated. Interesting.
It's like, dude, I don't know. Like I said in his autobiography, I mean, it's basically saying that, she gave up a whole lot of stuff. She did a whole lot of compromising just being with him. Okay, I get that and I understand that. And granted, no relationship is perfect. It's been rumors swirling around for years that they've been in an open relationship. Okay, cool. If that's what y'all do, that's what y'all do. That's y'all business. You know what I'm saying? What consenting adults do is what consenting adults do. But it's like with all this other stuff coming out and everything now, it's just like, well, if that's not the case from what people were saying and everything, then why is all this stuff coming out like now? You know what I'm saying? Why is all like his actions and stuff being scrutinized and everything if the truth is something else? You know what I'm saying? It just makes stuff look funny in the light. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, absolutely.
So, I don't know, bro. I mean,
people will definitely go through things. And people have different concepts of what marriage is and isn't, and what can be allowed and what cannot be allowed. However, how many times have we seen a situation in a relationship between two individuals where one says they're not together and the other one says they're not broken up until they say they're broken up?
yeah.
Not saying that my man Will is having trouble letting go, simply saying that people's perceptions and conversations and interpretations of what's discussed, unless completely clarified and out in the open, sometimes can be misconstrued. And then you also have the manipulation factor that some people just will take advantage of whatever has gone without being shared.
Yeah.
So we're having a little bit of technical difficulties there. I'm just all right.
We all good.
Okay, well, good. So yeah, I was trying to pull this story up, but everything on the internet, it's got videos playing in the midst of the background, um, like reading the newspaper on TV. So weird,
That part. That part.
weirdest ever. So she basically saying that they were not legally divorced. Without even going into the AP news story and everything, I'm gonna just say this though, and this is just an opinion. When you have that much money involved and people have their own interpretations or feelings about what is fair, I don't know why anybody gets married in the state of California. I don't even understand that. I don't know why people even buy property in California. Anyway, but
Mm.
just saying, that's the case. And so maybe living separate lives with separate properties and separate money and separate accounts to see what that would be like without each other in that particular aspect of a relationship is an amicable way for them to have a trial period of not being together as opposed to getting divorced. You know, marriage is a contract. It's a
Yeah.
legal and binding contract. And there are three parties involved in every marriage, whether people realize it or not. And no, the third party is not God.
The state.
It is your fucking state, and they consider themselves your parents. Look up the law. Look up the maxim of law called parens patriae. I've mentioned it several times on a few different podcasts, not just this one. But yeah, they consider themselves your parents, and they're the third party involved in your marriage. And depending on what standing you have within the relationship, it could wreak havoc on the rest of your life from that one decision. So, and that one signing of that one contract. Uh, so maybe they're trying to figure that out, so neither of them screws the other one over, so to speak.
Well, not just that. I'm thinking too with them considered to be A-list celebrities and everybody all up in their business as is,
Mm-hmm.
and with some of that business already being told, you know what
Right.
I'm saying, or
Right on.
leaked, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that is a good way to just like, you know what, we've already let enough of our business out, so let's just keep this under wraps.
Hey, and you got to think about this. Sometimes a unified front puts forth the appearance of separation, or let me use a different word. A unified front sometimes put on the appearance of conflict because conflict sells.
Yeah,
This could be an inside joke on all of us. I mean, no
that
one,
part
no one
too.
ever explores that. What Cat Williams say? I don't feel very much like a tiger. Maybe I'm just a vicious ass koala bear. Have you ever
Right,
explored that thought?
right. That part. That part.
Whatever it is, hey man, they've been a point of interest and a relevant topic. Their relationship, I should say, I shouldn't say they, like dehumanizing them. These are two people, two human beings, and no matter what side of it we want to view things from, the ultimate outcome is going to be determined by the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, hey man, I wish them the best.
Same here.
You know, I,
Same here.
I was a Jada Pinkett Smith fan back in the '90s, and even up into the Matrix. And what was the show she had? Doctor.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh man, forgive
I
me.
can't think of it. I know what you're talking about though. I know you're talking about. I can't think of it though.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
could
not.
not
I'm
think
not.
about it.
I'm not going to be completely hypocritical like some people can be. Do I agree with some of the things publicly that appears to have been occurring as far as uh, statements about Tupac, conflated ideas about the nature of certain friendships or relationships or ins and outs, you know. And I don't want to get into the gossip because there's things that I've heard since '97 on from other people that are very cool with. I won't say that we're exactly friends, but very cool with in the music and entertainment industry. So, I'm not going to put their names in any hearsay or gossip, but there are things that they saw and that they witnessed, allegedly, that would say that they were living separate lives yet still together. And then maybe they decided to separate all of that without the glaring inconvenience and public spectacle of divorce
Word,
when you're already that famous.
word.
Oh, well, like I said, hey, we'll see. We know if they still married 10 years from now, the joke's on all of us. So
Yeah, yeah.
this is something to consider and just my opinion. For what it's worth.
Hmm.
For what it's worth.
That part right there.
Yes, indeed. So let's see. Segue from the celebrity news gossip slash promo for Jada's new book, Worthy. It's crazy though. I will say this though. When I saw the title of the book, it was almost like a confirmation of a theoretical idea that I might allegedly have been toying with as it pertained to the relationship and some of the things that she's said and done publicly in recent years, and why it's being interpreted by some as narcissistic and or with intent to damage Will's um, public image.
Mm.
Um, I'll give an example like this. All right, there was a young lady I was dating years ago, allegedly, and it was like towards the end of our relationship, a lot of people that she would not have ever met or known, at least not within the time frame in which she met them or got to know them, if I hadn't been present. And one of the things that she voiced to me was that she kind of resented being known as my girlfriend.
Mm.
Whenever I wasn't even around and the person would speak to her or they would have a conversation, it was like, oh, yeah, I remember you. You're Jay's girlfriend. So imagine
Got
on,
you.
on a larger scale with more famous or wealthy friends, and some of them might include not just actors or entertainers or singers or musicians, but like producers and directors and you know what I mean, and bankers.
Right,
And
right.
so not feeling worthy, even if somebody's not verbally abusing you or putting you down or comparing themselves to you in a way that makes you feel less, it's kind of an undertone in all of your communications and things that are being said around or about you.
Right.
So
Nah, I can dig it. I can dig
you
it.
know what I mean? So no shade, just saying it. You can be big and still in comparison to someone else who's larger, you're in the
Hell,
shadow.
small. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So uh we were gonna get some honorable or dishonorable mentions, however you look at it. Bernie Madoff, Frank Abagnale Jr., Catch Me If You Can, in case you missed it. Good movie. Uh, the role was played by Leonardo DiCaprio. Ironically, they really don't look alike at all, but you don't have to play the role of someone else. You just portraying the personality and actions of the person. So, but great film, great story. I mean, true story.
Yeah.
You know, when you're so good at stealing or tricking people, put it that way, that the government not only tracks you, but they offer you a job, put it that way. to help them become better at stopping people like you or who could become like you if you're the greatest. Because I think he was probably one of the greatest. Uh, when he cashed over $2 million in fraudulent checks successfully,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
he impersonated airline pilot and doctors.
Mm.
It's a bad man.
It's baller.
Yeah, man.
Baller.
Yeah, man. I mean, somebody in Hollywood's job could have easily been taken.
That part.
I mean, when you can pull that, I mean, the word con man comes from confidence man. So the key to a con is that he gains the confidence of those who, you know, end up getting taken.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy. Real crazy. But hey, he pulled that off for as long as he could.
he pulled it off, man. He did his stuck thistle.
For real, man. For real. And shoot. Bernie Madoff, I mean, shoot, he scammed a whole bunch. Like I said earlier before we started recording, he got Teddy Riley.
Mm, mm.
So yeah, buddy. And shoot, one of his techniques was how he got people. I read this in 50 Cent's book. How he got people was basically he didn't come off as like all eager and like the sleazy salesman. He was basically like, I really don't even need your money all like that, man. I'm good. So to them people who had money and was wanting a piece of the action, they was like, well, why not? I got this money. I want some of that. Nah, I'm good. So that kind of made them want in more because it was like, well, shoot, why can't I get some of this exclusive deal? I'm one of the upper elites. I should be in on this. So that would have them offer him more money. So then after that offer came for more money, he was like, all right, I guess I can, dude. I mean, I really don't need it, but I mean, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That was how his approach was. So he had a whole different approach to getting people for their money.
Yeah. True indeed. Man, so here's another interesting case in person. James Velaceris, sentenced to 15 years in prison in a securities fraud case. See if I can pull this up. Let's see here. All right. Co-founder of Infinity Q Capital Management, since 15 years in prison. He was the CIO. Ordered to forfeit $22 million for artificially inflating the values of certain derivatives to defraud investors. Wow. James Velaceris employed a small staff that included the chief compliance and risk officer accused of assisting in his fraud, the Department of Justice noted in its press release Monday. The CCO, Scott Lindell, was charged by the Securities and Exchange Commission regarding this alleged role in September. Let's see when this story. This story is from April, earlier this year, of course. Um, the actions of Velaceris inflated the value of Infinity Q funds by more than $1 billion, the SEC said. In 2017, Velaceris learned how to hack into Bloomberg Valuations service to secretly alter the computer code, enabling him to manipulate inputs so certain funds became artificially inflated. The SEC opened an investigation into the company's valuations in May 2020 after the agency informed Infinity Q about evidence of Belisarius' fraud. He was removed in February 2021. 4 years, you got to run. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. Belisarius was charged with securities fraud, wire fraud, investment advisor fraud, lying to auditors, obstruction of justice, conspiracy to obstruct justice. He pleaded guilty to securities fraud in November and had a request to withdraw his plea denied by a judge. Wow. He wove a
Tragic.
complex scheme to defraud investors in Infinity Q's investment funds, and he continuously lied to investors, auditors, and even the SEC in order to hide his crimes, said U.S. Attorney Damian Williams of the Southern District of New York in the Department of Justice's release. We hope this lengthy sentence, resonates in the financial sector and deters anyone who may be tempted to lie to investors.
First off, brother got a jacked up title anyway. CIO. I owe you money and I'm not gonna give it to you. Fuck out of here, man.
That part.
Fuck out of here, man. Stop it.
Yo, it's a crazy mixed up world. It's a
That
dog eat
it
dog.
is. That it is, my brother.
It's
That
a
it
dog eat
is.
dog world. A dog's world.
Man.
Ah, man. Wow. My, how the mighty are falling.
Yeah, buddy. You can't play with the government's money. You can't.
Unless you have a blue hexagram on your flag or a white one on a blue background. Anyway,
You stupid. Allegedly.
allegedly, I didn't say that.
Allegedly.
I don't know who spoke.
You're so dumb.
Yeah. So the time to invest is not when things are going well and calm, but when chaos emerges and blood runs fresh in the streets.
Yeah.
John D. Rockefeller. Quote, end quote. So we know what time it is. Don't trust these motherfuckers, but it's time to invest in something.
Yeah.
In something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey man, you remember another story I shared with you the other day. Let's see, I'm pull this up and then I'll share it once I have it up. Because the banks over in Japan a lot of the banks. Can I send that to 3 p.m. D? Bear with me, you all. Here it is. I just kind of wanted to touch on this. Sorry, it just hit me. Ooh.
20 years ago here at Firestone.
Maybe hold it. 81. What? Did I say 81 billion? Bank transfers abruptly halted as JP Morgan says major glitch. 13th, 2023. Engineers are investigating a banking glitch that triggered a total shutdown of billions upon billions of in bank transfers in Japan. The glitch began on Tuesday, leaving more than 1 million customers unable to move. Wait a minute, I'm going to go back. The glitch began on Tuesday, leaving more than 1 million customers unable to move their money and affecting banking giants including JP Morgan Chase, MUFG, and Mitsubishi Trust. System breakdown halted a staggering 81 billion in transfers, reports UPI, and it took more than a day for engineers to piece things back together. An interbank communication system called Zingen was at the core of the failure as banks scrambled to process transactions with a backup system. Japan's biggest bank, MUFG, said transfers to other banks initiated online and at ATMs and convenience stores were denied as Zingen worked to identify the cause of the issue and recalibrate the system. Zingen says it's now focused on ensuring such widespread failures don't happen again, or that you can pull it off better next time. Oh, sorry, I said that out loud, didn't I? Yo, what's your thoughts? Any thoughts on this?
So this report that you pulled up, was that the day that everything happened or just the day that it was reported on?
Let's see. They
Because
reported.
that day it was reported was actually Friday the 13th.
Yeah. I think it happened on Tuesday.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's wild, but shoot. Their biggest bank, MUFG,
Yeah.
man, to me that stands for man, you're fucking goofy. Just saying. I'm just saying, man. I mean, shit, dude.
This is another crazy story. This woman had $204,000 froze by Wells Fargo. And they froze it for months. They wouldn't let her cash any checks. They wouldn't let her pull the money out. Wow, man.
Man, like legit, you might have to just start putting money back in the safe, yo, for real.
I mean, listen, it might be worth converting your money over because what we carry around is really debt notes anyway. If they're greenbacks with a president's face on it, they're debt notes, and you can see by the serial number and the letter preceding the serial number on the bill type what family printed the bill at the mint. I mean, we have a private reserve, not a central national bank.
Yeah.
It's time for us to like really let that sink in and revisit some of the people who talked about re-implementing a centralized banking system and doing away with the private cartels. As long as the people that have more money than the people who are in office are not going to
Yeah, man. Shit is getting crazier.
people, then the people are technically not choosing who's governing them.
Right. Right.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thank you for joining us. This has been another diving deeper dialogues. Or
Yeah,
deeper
buddy.
dives, dialogue unlimited. However you want to flip it around. Say it. Say it, don't spread.
Yeah, buddy.
Check us out on Swivel Room, youtube.com/Swivel Room. Also check out you know, the platform Rumble, Deeper Dives, Dialogue Unlimited on Rumble. Also the uh, YouTube channel. You know, I don't forgot the name of my own YouTube channel. What's up with that, handsome man? Though, Jay.Drewz 3692. You can find us there. My man Beatdown Brown's getting ready to prioritize and organize past content and future content and present content to make sure that we're all synced up on all the different platforms we could be seen and heard from.
Airware.
Everywhere, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Thanks for following us on social media. Those of you that do, thank you for the likes, shares, the subscriptions, and hey, hopefully in the future here and near and present, some donations. You can check us out, Cash App. That way we can have the beginnings of a bigger budget, so we can actually bring you some more bells and whistles, and accoutrements and accents, and
And
amenities,
merch, all that good stuff.
merchandise.
We got crypto.
We got crypto, y'all. We got an NFT marketplace. We also have an online store. We have merch for sale. Um,
Got all types of good stuff.
all types. So
Schwableroom.com, baby.
yes, indeed. And Linktree. Yeah, the Linktree. It'll link you to all the stuff that we're doing, all the stuff that we got going on. And hey, man, we do it all. Shout out to old man Ali again.
For sure.
He's been the primary investor all
For
along. So
sure.
he's much appreciated.
For sure.
Yeah,
For
man.
sure.
Yes, indeed, sir. Well, this is us signing off, y'all. Hey, we're gonna take you back with some beautiful, beautiful music here, and we'll catch you again in a few days.
Yes, sir. Peace.